Yo guys, what is up? Brazyy here, and welcome back to episode 9 of the Skyblock series. So today's actually going to be a really good day. I'm excited. We're going to be building the zombie pigmen farm that I said that we will be building in the last episode. So yeah, let's get right into it. Basically, I came over here to the starter island that we pretty much started the whole series off in. And what I wanted to do was I wanted to farm ourselves up some more of this blue nether wood block. I forget. See, I always forget what it's called. We're going to find out in 1 second. Let's see. Oh, swimming right now. Warped stem. That's what it's called. I always forget the name. I can never keep these names straight. But yeah, I'm going to farm up some of this because this is the pretty much the main building block I'm going to be using besides the magma blocks that we farmed up in the last episode. And yeah, so let me get into farming all this and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so I just gathered up about a stack and a half of the warp stems. So that'll probably be just about enough because I have to turn them into slabs anyway. So I'm not using a ton of them, but I will be using a little bit of them. So yeah, that should be enough for what I need. Now I'm going to have to go down here and I actually have to tear down this whole starter farm and begin to make the new one. So let's get down there and tear that thing down. Alright, so now that we have that all cleared out, we can start building the new farm. So I don't think I have my magma blocks here, so I'll have to go grab them from the overworld. But yeah, I just can't wait to make this farm. I actually did end up making it in my other survival Skyblock single player world that nobody has seen, and it works great. I think I had 100 levels within like maybe 15 minutes, and I was getting tons and tons and tons of gold. So this farm is going to be really, really effective for getting us tons of more gravel, for more dirt. It is definitely not a early game farm though, because you need to get hoppers, you need mine carts, you need the rails for the mine carts, you need the magma blocks. So it's definitely not a farm you're going to be building in your first few days. I would highly suggest building the farm that I just tore down, which is in another episode earlier in the series. That'll just get you kind of the basic things of what you need, and then you can make a more efficient farm that'll actually get you literally everything you need. So let's grab our magma blocks that are right here and head back into the nether. I don't think, actually I should bring all the iron stuff I need, would probably be a good idea. And I also can go trade with my villagers real quick. Let me put my feather falling boots back on. I've been trying to trade up a bit of glass because that's what I used on the roof. I just think it looks better. It's not necessary. I could use half slabs, but I would just like to use glass if I can. And I have tons of iron blocks stored up here because I AFK'd last night again for some more magma blocks. And I got, oh, this guy's infinity, but I already got a bow with that. So yeah, I AFK'd last night for more magma blocks. And in that time, I was able to get tons and tons and tons more iron as well. I think we have just around, that was like probably 4 or 5 stacks in that chest. And then I have even more in other chests just like laying randomly around the world. So yeah, we're definitely not lacking on iron, I can tell you that much. And I bet you the iron farm's pretty close to being filled up pretty soon too. Alright, so that's good. I'm going to leave these emeralds down here so I could just keep trading them with the guy. Let's go check. Let's see how much iron we're at. I've been probably playing for not too long. Oh, yeah. So look at that. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes or so. So that's a decent amount of iron right there. Okay, so in this chest is pretty much most of the stuff I think we're going to need to build this farm. Maybe a few more things that I'm forgetting, like these, but that's just pretty much because I want to build it out of these warp stem blocks, but you could build it out of cobblestone, whatever you want. So yeah, let's grab a few slabs and kind of bridge out to where we're going to build it. So we're going to build about, I don't know, about 24 blocks just away from this main platform, because you have to be, I think, 23 blocks away from mobs for them to spawn. So yeah, we'll build out like 24. Alright, so now that you built out your 24 blocks, what you're going to want to do is just pretty much place a big magma block square, and then I'll show you guys what you want to do next. Alright, so now that we built out that platform over there, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a layer of cobblestone half slabs a little bit on top, just in a little bit of a, I'll show you what kind of a pattern, because it'll block the magma slimes and the gas from spawning for right now. I do want to end up using glass. You can end up keeping the cobblestone slabs on top if you want, but I just want to make it look a little bit better, so I will end up using glass, but for right now this will work perfect, and it'll at least make sure that while I'm building this I won't get shot off by a ghast or knocked off by a jumping magma slime. Alright, so now that I built it out, I can kind of explain it a little bit better. So you just want to kind of put one layer down the center of it, 2 blocks up, and then just kind of put layers going this way and this way, and then space them out 2 blocks. This will pretty much just prevent any gas from spawning or any of the big magma slimes from spawning, and pretty much jumping and knocking you off, or flying away and exploding you and knocking you into the void and making you lose all your materials. I also built the platform out 3 more blocks in the rear, so I think it is a 13 by 31 blocks, so it's 13 long and 31 wide. So yeah, now we're going to get into actually making the part that brings them all to you and lets them all come into one spot, so you could just kill them with mine carts. Alright, so what you guys are going to want to do is kind of clear yourself a little spot, because these guys are everywhere. But right at the front of the farm, wherever you're building it, like your center front block is. Am I stuck? I am stuck on this. Wherever your center front block is, you're going to want to place a stair, and then just kind of make a little stair set going up. I don't know, maybe if you're at like Y1, you might want to go up to like Y, like 10 would probably be fine. So that's probably what I'm going to do. What am I at now? 6. Or maybe I'll even go a little lower, because I did that in my other world. 8. Yep, Y9. That's perfect. So you just kind of want to build up a little stair set, because they're going to go up, and then they're going to go into a little trap, and they're going to fall down into it, and then get killed by minecarts. And you'll pretty much see what I'm trying to explain as I do it. So kind of go like this, and then you're going to want to put a slab on here, and then just break it. You also want to make sure that you go just about like 20 blocks away from this farm. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then just go about 21. As long as you go about 20, 21, 22 blocks away, you'll be more than fine. And then you can kind of just jump down, because you just have to be far enough where the zombie pigmen can kind of still see you, but then at the same time they will be far enough where they can spawn, because they have to be about 23 blocks away for them to spawn. So now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make yourself a decent amount of cobble walls. Just make sure you have a few toss away blocks in your hotbar, so you can kind of go over here and finish this off. So now what you're going to want to do is kind of surround these stairs in a bit of a fence, so that the zombie pigman won't just run up when they're all grouped together and fall off into the void, because that would kind of be defeating the whole purpose of the farm. So that's probably fine like that. Take away these blocks here that are kind of too low and put them like that. Yeah, that's fine like that. They won't fall out. Another car going flying by my house. Don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, so let's just kind of build this up. Is this at nope, it's at 1 block higher like this. Yeah, so you're just going to kind of want to build this on both sides. That's so when they're running together, basically what you're trying to do is get them all grouped up into a single file line, and it makes it so that entity cram a lot easier. And that's pretty much the whole feature for this farm, is that you're just basically using entity cramming to kill them, instead of using your sword and sitting there and swing and swing and swing and swing, because for me at least that gets pretty annoying and pretty boring. And if I'm just trying to AFK, get a ton of gold, that's probably not the most optimal way that I would be doing that. So there we go. That's pretty much the railing that we have. Now you can kind of come down here and push these guys out of the way. They're so annoying. They always get in the way. And you can't even hit them because then they all attack you. And you're just going to kind of want to build out a little bit of a railing. Gonna have to take some damage. Just a few blocks in each direction. Just so that when they're running together to the center and grouping up, they won't fall off to the sides. And yeah, that's fine like that. Now you can break away your toss away blocks like that and like that. And that's pretty much all for the farm. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just make a drop, shoot, and kill them yourselves. But now I'm going to show you how you build the automation part of it. So what you're going to want to do now is you want to grab a few more of your building blocks. This is definitely not enough. That should probably be, I guess that'll be okay. And then just kind of build yourself a little platform to get up to where you're trying to build. Let me grab a little bit more of my toss away blocks like this, and we'll just kind of build up to it. Let me go down a few blocks. I'm just going to try to build myself out a little platform just till I get everything in place. Okay, so now that we're like that, we're going to want to put a few blocks like this to either side and then just drop it down. That's probably far enough. Let's drop it down like a layer or two, and then they will all fall down onto one of these blocks. Oh, I forgot a hopper. I gotta grab a hopper real quick. Hang on 1 second. So they'll all rush into here. They'll all fall down. Now we just grab a hopper out of. Oh, we have to actually craft ourselves one up real quick. Oh, I don't want to. No, I don't. Do not want to use that block. So go like this. Grab ourselves a chest. And oh, I need to make myself some iron. And a hopper. There we go. So now we got a hopper. And let me just build myself a way to get up here. And you can place that hopper right under there. So right there. And now you want to build like this. Put a half slab right there. And now you're going to fill that up with a whole bunch of mine carts. So I'm going to have to make myself a few rails. So like this. Where are the rails at? Did I pass them? Nope. To make more iron, that's why. And not a minecart, a rail. Alright, so you're going to want to grab yourself a few rails and put a rail on here. And now it's not going to go in the right spot. So you're going to have to make it like that. And make sure that the rail is like going like this. Don't let it like point toward you, or else this is not going to work. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill that rail with like, I don't know, probably about like 30 mine carts or so. So just turn all your iron into mine carts. That might be enough. And let me show you how you want to go about putting these mine carts on here. You just want to click on the side of the block and then just keep doing that until you fill it all up. Alright guys, so one more thing I forgot to mention was that you're going to want to grab one zombie pigman and a name tag and kind of bring him back to your platform and just kind of box him up and name him. It'll just make sure that your farm stays running. They will continue being aggro at you. And a little thing that sometimes happens with these guys is for some reason they lose aggro on you. So just by adding a pigman over here that has a name tag and is sitting in a little enclosure, it prevents them from ever becoming unaggro at you. Because he'll always be there and you're never going to kill him. So he'll always just sit there being real pissed off at you, you know. And boom, there we go. There's our golden boy. And now we could pretty much just box this whole thing up and start the farm. So you are going to need a bow to operate this farm. It's pretty much the easiest way. Unless you want to get like snowballs and hit this guy with snowballs. But I don't have those at the moment. So for me, I'm just going to shoot a bow into a crowd of pigmen and piss them off. Alright, so we got our whole enclosure over here. We got the mine carts in here. We got the hopper. We got the rails right there. So we got our golden boy over here. It's time to shoot these guys and watch this farm work. Now, hopefully, if I built this right, it should work easily. And they're all in there, all taking damage, all dying, more spawning in. And hang on, that is a terrible sound. I gotta turn that down. Oh my god. Is that blocks? that is not blocks. We're gonna just crank this whole thing down to 1, and I'm gonna also do ambient and maybe player. That doesn't really help. Hopefully it's not as loud for you guys as it is for me, but as you can see, they just spawn in, and as soon as they spawn in, they're aggro at me, and they just come flooding toward me. So as fast as they're dying is as fast as they're spawning. You just see it's a steady stream just ripping in. Make sure you build this farm as low as you possibly can. I think I have it at Y2 or Y1. As low as you can is the best. The lower the better, pretty much, for this farm. And as you can see, the rates are absolutely crazy. These are crazy, crazy rates. So what I just do is I kind of fill this hopper up like this for now. I'm going to make some kind of a sorting system, but I just haven't done that yet. But Jesus, look at that. They can't even... They can't die quick enough, pretty much. I just love this farm. I love how it looks. It just a steady stream of pigmen is ripping in. And our guy here just sits getting aggro at us. Hey man, how you doing? Want to hit me? Oh, yeah, he does. He's not happy with me. Alright, so while all these guys sit here dying, I'm going to actually extend this blue platform all the way back over to here and remove all this cobblestone because it's just ugly and I don't want to have it here anymore. Because this farm is pretty much the finished product. I don't think I'm ever going to build another one of these because this is so super efficient. I don't know why I would ever need anything else. Now if I get looting, I think if I hold the looting sword, it'll give me the looting effect on all these guys. So I'm definitely going to need to get one of those really, really soon. I also got a bit of... Oh my god, my frames are dying right now. I got to get a bit of piglins down here too so that I can give them the gold so that I can trade with them. And I should get probably a few clerks down here because there will be a ton of rotten flesh that I could probably trade with them as well. You know what I'll do? I'm going to sit here and I'm going to AFK for a little bit, and I'll use the replay mod to show you guys how long it takes me to get 100 levels. And just like that, we hit 100 levels. I think it's safe to say we're definitely not going to need any more gold anymore either. Oh my god, this farm is amazing. If you guys haven't built this or were thinking about building this, I would highly suggest it. Please build it. If you want to have unlimited amounts of gold, build this farm. You will not regret it. So between the 10 minutes it took me to get from level 70 to 100, I was also able to get all this gold. I just had to put some in the chest a little bit ago because I was actually getting too much. So that's just about a stack of gold blocks. That is absolutely insane. Now, I think we might have to get rid of this guy because, and we're actually going to do that because the zombies, or the zombie pigman won't stop being aggro at me. And I think it's because that guy's sitting there and he's never despawning. So yeah, we're going to kill him. I think the farm should still work perfectly fine without him. So I'm going to walk away from it and see if it stops producing these zombie pigmen and they stop being aggro at me, because this is literally going to crash my computer. I actually had to stop recording before because my frames dropped down to like 10. It was so bad. Alright, so now that these guys are done being aggro at me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a platform over here and a little system over here, and I'm going to store up a whole bunch of piglins so that I can actually start trading with a ton of these guys and getting gravel and quartz and all those types of cool blocks. So I'm going to do that real quick. Let's just build up some kind of a little thing over here so that we can keep these guys. And now, can you? That is sick. I was wondering if you could do that. Okay, so that's probably what we're going to build out of over here. So we're going to start it probably here. And there's going to be a piglin on each one of these. So let me see, do I have any more slabs in here? Yeah, I do. So there'll be a piglin on each one of these. And we'll make one set more. Do we have? No, we're out of them. So let me grab a little bit more. And I was actually able to, once I killed that guy, I was actually able to have these guys stop spawning because it was terrible. I couldn't even function. So if you're going to build this farm, make sure you don't have a zombie pigman there, or else your farm's going to pretty much nearly crash every 2 seconds. So we're going to go like this, and then we're going to put like this here. I love this block. I think it's so sick. And we'll go like that. That's fine. We're going to remove this last one. That's enough. Like this. And I'm actually going to make this out of... I'm going to incorporate these shroom lights in here. So we'll put those at the feet of these guys like this. I love this block. I think this is probably one of my favorite blocks at the moment is the shroom lights. I feel like it's an even better version of glowstone. So we're gonna go like that. Now we're gonna strip these down like this. I'm not the best builder, but I think this will look decently okay. Maybe you guys will roast me in the comments telling me it looks terrible, but I don't really care. I think it looks okay. And I think I'm gonna start using some I always forget what they're called. Do I have any? No, like some like the smooth stone type slabs in my build of this as well. But I don't have any currently here with me, so I won't be able to use those at the moment. And where'd that go? Like this. Okay, so let's make a few more slabs, and then that should be enough to finish this off. And then we'll go like this. Okay, that's perfect. And then what we'll probably do is just kind of trap them in by... Oh, my cat is here. I don't know if you guys can hear. So we're going to kind of just trap them in by putting some kind of a fence or something there so we could throw all this stuff. Actually, we could just go... we go like that. Something like that should be fine just to kind of trap them in. Put this like that. Yeah, that'll work just like that. And then we could throw the stuff to them. They'll throw it back. I don't know if you guys can hear my cat. She just hopped up on my desk. She's now purring into the microphone. I don't know if you guys can hear her. All right, you got to go back on the floor. You cannot be up here right now. All right, yeah. So let me build a little platform over here and go get some name tags, and we can start putting some piglins in here. All right, guys. So I put all my stuff away in these chests, and I just built a little platform. And now we're just gonna kind of run away and come back and run away. Let me see. What's our video settings? 5. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna kind of run away and come back until we get some piglins spawning there, and then we'll bring them back over here and put them in the little cages. Okay, that didn't take long at all. We actually got our first guy right there, because I don't want to accidentally hit him. And then we got one of our guys like this, and we can just bring him back and put him in one of these little we won't call them cages, we'll call them pens. Some trading pens. How about that? That sounds good. So we're going to put this guy in here. Let's grab a slab. And I think I'm going to grab a cobblestone fence for now, because I'm slightly worried. Oh, why'd he hit me? What in the world? Maybe I didn't use a sword, so it wasn't sweeping edge. I don't know why he hit me. I'm very confused. I had golden boots on and everything. Okay, there we go. We got another guy trapped right there. I think we have one in here. Yeah, we do. These guys are super weird to work with. I don't know why they keep like randomly getting aggro on me for literally no reason. So I'm just going to trap up all these guys, and then I'll be back with you guys once I finish that. Alright, everybody. So as you can see, we have our farm nice and good over there. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of our piglins all in here, all ready to be traded with. I wasn't actually even able to use the mine carts. I was actually able to just kind of pick them up with gold. So I would just throw gold in the ground. They would follow, and I got them over here. Now I'm just going to remove this little cobblestone thing down here at some point, And then the farm is completely done. It's looking pretty good. I'll probably add glass in here instead of these fences because they look kind of ugly. But some of these guys have crossbows and like to shoot them at me, especially if I'm not wearing my gold stuff. So I decided to just put these up along their face so they will stop shooting at me for now. As you guys can see though, this farm is amazing. It is producing us so much gold, so many levels. I couldn't be happier with how this came out. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, make sure you slap a like on this video and make sure to subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I post next. But yeah, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good day. Peace out.